Welcome to Dodger Stadium. A great night for baseball ahead on the show. It's the Miami Marlins taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers.
And now,
all right, we'll be back to get this one started after this.
Los Angeles Dodgers.
So just about set now. And on the hill in this one, Clayton Kershaw. Chris, he is a fun one to watch do his thing out there.
Well, he comes in carrying a career ERA under 3. He's been fantastic ever since he broke into the big leagues. Can't wait to watch him pitch today.
And now for the Marlins,
Leading
Otto
off for
Lopez.
the Marlins, second baseman Otto Lopez.
And that misses. And we are underway in game 1 of the series. Next offering is in for a strike. For Kershaw, the resume speaks for itself. 3 Cy Youngs, an MVP, and one of the best sliders the game has ever seen. Curveball drops in there. In there, got him looking, and that one split the plate.
Well, this is no secret. That slider is going to be his go-to pitch. Everyone in the ballpark knows it. It's a massive part of his arsenal, and he'll throw it a lot and in pretty much any count, any situation, and he's going to look to punch guys out as well. I tell you what, the effectiveness of that slider is always a big key for him.
Line drive, come on.
Okay,
time now for the Marlins lineup. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Kyle Stowers.
Not doing anything crazy right now, but he's been solid over the last 10 games. And hey, with that batting average, if it was over the course of a full season, I'm talking about Hall of Fame numbers. 333 over the last 10 games. 1 for 3 doesn't seem that impressive, but you know what? It's tough to do when you consider a longer stretch. They're going to enjoy this little run right now.
Xavier Edwards in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Backdoored him with a breaking ball. Just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
In for a strike. And it's 0-2. 2 out, space is empty. Next pitch misses. And the count is 1-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And a curve misses outside, and it's 2-2. And that skips in the dirt. This one popped up. Betts hauls it in to end the inning. We head to the bottom of the first. No score after a half inning. Back here at Dodger Stadium. And on the hill, the lefty, Ryan Weathers. Singing, he's kind of a road warrior, yeah?
I definitely say so. You know, some guys shrink a little bit on the road. They're so used to just having the comforts of being at home and having the fans behind them. But this guy seems to thrive in adversity and being in some hostile environment. So when you have a player like this on your team that goes out there and competes, you definitely like your chances away from your home ballpark.
Strike 2.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
In the air, left field, Myers makes the grab, 1 down. Here's the Dodgers lineup now. An offense that emphasizes a patient approach and controlling the strike zone, and they do it better than anyone. Right now, the top on-base percentage in the league.
And the frustration that can cause for the opposing pitcher, the opposing staff, because you're not going to go through these hitters quickly. They're going to be lengthy at bats. They're going to foul off pitches and many times end up taking a close pitch for ball 4 that pitcher maybe thought was a third strike. So, teams like this, they can be really good in the long haul. Don't expect just the short stints and explosive innings, but over the course of 9 innings, you look up and they usually have one more run than you do.
1 out, bases empty. Got him looking. 2 down.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count. Just to pour it back.
2 down, bases empty. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Shohei Ohtani. There's a strike. Two down, nobody on. That misses the zone, and it's 1-2.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
And a 1-2. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That one carrying. Out of here. He flexes his power with that swing. His 11th of the year. It's 1-0.
Shohei leaves his mark on every game he plays, and he's done it again with the home run. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. On the ground to first, Stowers. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. That's the 3rd out. Solo shot for the Dodgers this inning. It's now 1-0. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. All set for the start of the inning. And now here's the Marlins DH, Connor Norby. Kershaw back to work. Kershaw, multi-time All-Star. He features a slider, a 4-seamer, a curve, and occasionally works in a splitter. And that just misses.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire's strike zone.
Outside low, and a count now even up. That one down the line, and foul ball. To the right side, and that one handled. Tosses to first. Leadoff man retired here in the 2nd.
Batting 5th, 3rd baseman, David Fry.
David Fry, the next up for the Marlins.
Boog, here's a guy at the plate I'm expecting to have a good game. He always seems to play better in road games.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Counts 1-0.
Strike one. Mike Fillmore, our plate umpire. Very consistent with his zone, Chris. Gets a lot of praise for that.
He does, Boog, and I think that with any umpire, you really just want them to be consistent. Fillmore's a guy that does a good job back there in that way, so people around the league really appreciate his consistency.
2-1 hammered but foul. What about some no-nos? Like, you can't call the umpire blue the way you do in Little League or high school, right?
Yeah, even in the minor leagues, you'll learn quickly. You call the umpire blue. You better learn his name, and that's just part of being a professional player and even a major league player.
And a swing and a miss. Smith gathers, throws, out. 2 away now after the drop third strike.
That's about as nasty of a splinter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
And up next for Miami, Derek Hill. Popped up right side. Kim settles under this one. And that is that. Miami down in order, and it remains 1-0. We head to the bottom of the second. Here's Teoscar Hernandez.
Left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
Ryan Weathers will get back to work. Missed with a changeup, and it's 1-0. Ground ball left side. Whips it across. That's 1 out the bottom of the second.
Batting 6, catcher Will Smith.
The batter now will be Will Smith. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. And that's outside. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
That one ripped left field, and it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. He's in at second with a 1-out double.
Nice double right there. Loud contact coming off the bat. Didn't get enough air under to drive it out of here, but you'll take that swing and that result every time.
One out, runner at second. And up next for Los Angeles, Tommy Edman. And that's outside. Weathers fires. And there's a foul ball. Next pitch downstairs. 2-1. Smith leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. In the air, right field. Konai makes the catch for the out.
Batting 8, right fielder, Andy Pajes.
Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. That's inside. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Fouled off down the right side. The 1-1 is fouled off. And that's outside.
2 strikes.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. And that one ripped into right and foul ball. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup.
I think the key is arm action on the changeup. When you can sell it like a fastball, you drop the velocity, you get the swing and miss, and you walk off the field.
I got my bands up, 20s, 50s, 100s in my hand. VIP, I'm cooling like a fan. I ain't here for problems, not again.
Welcome back.
Leading
And
off
coming
for
off
the
a series
Marlins,
where the
first
pitching
baseman,
was
Kyle Stowers.
outstanding, we take a look at those numbers.
Yeah, it's been quite a long ride. Got a whole team on my side. Yeah, more, he stay on the grind. 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 Hard times I put up a fight. Took a few wrongs, made them right. Couldn't let opportunity slide. Future was looking too bright. Yo, had to brush his haters off my face.
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Ball one there. The 1-1 is fouled off. Kershaw fires. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
Kershaw deals. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
I thought there was a lot of patience in that at bat, but just the cat and mouse game, Kershaw
Batting
just a
eighth,
master
right
at it.
fielder, Griffin Conine.
And at the plate for Miami, Griffin Conine. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Conine getting the start in right. 27 years old, and he was a second-round pick back in 2018. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
1-1.
Swing and a foul out of play. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
The lefty fires. Breaking ball inside. Now 2-0.
That's ball 3.
And a 4-pitch walk. And that's their first base runner of the game.
He did not
Now batting,
take the
second
bat off his
baseman,
shoulder
Otto
the
Lopez.
entire at bat.
So the batting order turns over. Otto Lopez, the next up for the Marlins, led off the game with a strikeout. Fastball for a strike.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
That one lifted to left. Hernandez should have this one. He's got it. And that is that. One left for Miami. They trail here 1-0.
I'm just a
Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
Kike Hernandez.
Fastball in the corner at the knees, and it's a strike. Foul ball there. Pitch is in the dirt. Going to count 1-2. And there's a ball. And that's downstairs. Counts full, 3-2.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he starts the bottom of the third with a double.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
And stepping in is the speedy Ha-Seong Kim. Fly to left his first time. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Runner in scoring position, nobody out here in the last half of the third. And that finds the mark on the outside corner. 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
And now it's Mookie Betts. Struck out looking at his first at bat. That pitch gets the inside corner. That's strike 1. Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. The shortstop takes the ball. Hernandez over at second, 1 down.
Nope, inside, ball 2.
High fly ball lifted into air right field. Konai makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Now batting, designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. He's already homered in this game. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Runner at second, 2 down. Inside corner at the knees. That's a strike. Good fastball. Man on second, 2 down. That one finds the zone. And the count 1-2.
2-2 the count.
This one in the dirt. And now the count is full. And another power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. Freddie Freeman up next for the Dodgers. Man at second. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. On to inning number 4. It's the Dodgers 1 and the Marlins nothing. Start of the 4th, and now for the Marlins, Dane Myers. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay.
Oh, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And up next for Miami, Xavier Edwards. He's 0 for 1. Gets the outside corner with that one.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Fouled off left side. 1 down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Connor Norby. Rolled out to second in his first at bat. Just missed.
That ball went out.
And another ball. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. There's a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Pitch is in there. It's 2-2.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Throw on to Freeman, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. And the Marlins down quietly. They're down 1-0. Back here in LA, bottom 4, and now the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. Fastball for a strike.
You know, these Dodgers doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense. You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. No messing around with the pitch calling in that sequence right there. 4 pitches, all fastballs.
Yeah, and that makes me think that was the plan before the at-bat even started. If you think you can simply just beat a guy with only your fastball, why throw him anything else until he shows you he can handle it?
And now Teoscar Hernandez. And that drops in for a strike. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That to right. Conine puts it away, and a couple of quick outs.
Now batting, the catcher, Will.
2 outs, base is empty. And now, Will Smith doubled his first time. And that one lifted in the air center field. Hill makes the catch, and that'll do it. Back here at Chavez Ravine, ready now for the 5th inning. Down the third baseman, David Fry. Kershaw back to work. There's the strike.
You know, these Marlins just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They've got players in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
That one missed. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good two-strike pitch right there. At worst-case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
Fouled off. He was late.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
0-1 now. And ball 1. This one in the air. Kim drifts towards it. He makes the grab, and there's 2 down.
Up next for the Marlins, first baseman Kyle
Next
Stowers.
to hit, Kyle Stowers. Struck out swinging his first time. Fastball for a strike.
0-1.
The Marlins still looking for their first hit in this one. That hits the dirt, and the count 1-2. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Corrals it, and that is that. And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Tommy Edman. Late swing fouled off.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
Ball 1 there. Misses. The count now 2-2.
All right, so in this at-bat, he's seen a couple of off-speed pitches, now back-to-back fastballs. In this count, you definitely got to stay back. Make sure you don't get out in front and be prepared to shorten up and hit the ball the other way. Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Now it's the right fielder, Andy Pajes. He was a strikeout victim his first time. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. He swings and fouls one off. Next offering is outside. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. Picks up strikeout number 7.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Hernandez batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. On the ground to the left. Zips it to first, and the Dodgers are set down in order. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here, but they lead it 1-0. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Griffin Conine.
That clips the corner.
Tonight, his slider has been really impressive. I mean, tight spin. Seems like the hitters aren't picking it up out of the hand. Two really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
And a swing and a miss. Make it 7 strikeouts for him. Here's the catcher, Agustin Ramirez. He reached out a walk his first time. And there's a strike.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
One down, base is empty. Smoked on the ground a second. Handles, throws to first. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th.
Now batting, second baseman Otto Lopez.
So the lineup flips over. Otto Lopez will hit next. 0 for 2 in this one. That one fouled off. 2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. So he's through 6 no-hit innings now. It's the Dodgers 1 and the Marlins nothing. Bottom of the 6th inning. Here's the second baseman, Hesung Kim. Kim measures 5 feet 10 inches, 26 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. Ball 1, no strikes. Miami's bullpen with some action. Jesus Tinoco, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Little warming up as well. Next pitch is outside. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Hill has this one sized up. Puts it away for the out.
Up next for the Dodgers, shortstop.
Here's Mookie Betts now.
Betts.
Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
When you look at the elite teams in the game right now, there is going to be the slug, no question about it. But the really good offensive teams combine slug with more contact, with less swing and miss. See ya! Strikes him out for the second time today. Chris, third time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
Here's Shohei Ohtani. He had a big swing for these guys way back in the first inning.
Yeah, Boog, he didn't waste any time in this one. The solo shot really got his team going, and he's looking for more right here.
Pick up the pieces and master the puzzle.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
Myers makes the play, and it's out number 3. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started, and at the plate for Miami, Dane Myers. And that clips the inside corner. Moving in the bullpen, Kirby Yates looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Garcia also throwing. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
Timing issues can snowball quickly, and that's what we're witnessing here. This lineup's inability to lock onto the pitcher's delivery is causing a few awkward swings.
Swings and misses, struck him out. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Now it's going to be Xavier Edwards. In there at the knees. And that is strike 1. On its way to the corner. And that drops foul. The Fish yet to pick up a hit here. Looking to get the tying run on base. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Pitch misses. 1-2 to count.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or...
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Now a jump throw. And that keeps the no-hitter alive. Wow.
Well, we're clearly at that point in this ball game with the no-no going that we're anticipating seeing some history. Those infielders right now, they are on their toes, expecting the ball to be hit today.
Still no hits on the board. 1 out away from taking the no-no into the 8th. First pitch just misses.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. Been painting the corners, working on the edges and changing speeds. Just a difficult one. You tip your cap.
Ripped to short. Fires across the diamond. Marlins set down in order. Nothing doing for the Marlins. They still trail 1-0. New pitcher on now, Jesus Tinoco.
His first test will be from the left side, and that's been a struggle for him this season. They've been seeing him pretty well and doing some damage against him.
Well, one-run game. Freddie Freeman steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Freddie Freeman.
And that one fouled off. Hit on the ground to the right side, and it goes just foul. That one way outside, and the count 1-2. And misses inside. And it remains 2-2.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him
Now
out.
batting,
And one
fielder,
gone. And now Teoscar Hernandez. There's a strike.
0-1.
Just off the inside edge. That one is absolutely belted. That's down. One hops off the wall. And he's got a double.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Off the bat, it was headed for the gap all the way. And as a hitter, you love seeing those as you take your first couple of steps out of the box. You know you've got some real estate to run on. It's such a good feeling. Nice liner into the gap right there.
One out. Runner at second. Will Smith to the plate. 1 for 2. That's ripped. And this one could be extra bases. Headed for the plate. He'll score. In safely with a double, his second of the day.
Comes through with the RBI. Really good job keeping that one fair down the line. He let that off-speed pitch on the inside part of the plate travel just long enough, stayed short and quick to square it up nicely.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Jesus Tinoco out of the game, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
Now pitching for
So the
Miami,
Marlins go with a new arm,
number
Anthony
37.
Bender.
Well, you see the ERA very solid, and that doesn't always tell you the whole story, but he's been really good so far this year.
And here comes Tommy Edman. First pitch misses. Smith, the runner at second with one away. Next offering is fouled back. Way out front for strike 2.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Next offering is down low. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. One out and a runner at second. Next offering misses. Full count 3-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, they didn't give him anything to hit, and now with runners on first and second, they've set up a double play opportunity. So not a terrible result.
2 on, 1 out. And now the right fielder, Andy Pappas. Goes 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Just missed. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And that one is downstairs. 2 and 1.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Traffic on the bases with 1 already in. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Right through there, got him. And now 2 gone.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game, I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick, because word will get around the league in a hurry.
Throw is high and over his head. And he's going to make it up to second base as that's a 2-base error.
Maybe just a little lack of concentration on that throw. 2 out, you think you've got the play made. Players are starting to move off the field towards the dugout, and then everyone's got to come back. Sometimes you take that throw for granted, and that's all it takes to keep the inning going.
So back to the top of the order. Now it's the second baseman, Hesung Kim. Yeah, don't need much damage here, just a base hit. Likely will score 2. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1. The Dodgers threatening. Just missed.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
That one finds the zone. Now he's in a 1-2 hole. That's down and in. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center, raging back towards the wall. And that one hops the wall. Now around second, going for third. And he's got a 2-run triple.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
So a runner at third, 2 men out. And next for L.A., Mookie Betts. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. There's a sinker at the knees for a strike. Two outs with a runner at third. Turns and fires to Betts. Out to short, Edwards. Inning over, although plenty of damage done. So it's 4 runs for him on 3 hits, 1 error, and 1 left on. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Dodgers 5 and the Marlins nothing. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Number 78.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
David Fry getting ready to hit. And this lineup is still hitless as we begin the 8th. This to third. There's Hernandez handling the chance. Sends it across to first. And a quick out, number 1.
Now batting, the center fielder, Derek Hill.
And now the center fielder, Derek Hill.
This is where the no-hit bid really starts feeling real, but still a long ways to go.
In there at the knees. Strike 1. The Dodgers bullpen with some action. Evan Phillips up and throwing. Garcia getting loose as well. That misses the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike. And a foul ball. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Gets a piece and stays alive. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. 1 down, base is empty. Goes down looking for the strikeout. Called strike 3 and a fastball up in the zone.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
2 down, base is empty. And now for the Marlins, Kyle Stowers. Headed towards the corner. And a foul ball. Two outs. That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. And 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. It's 5-0. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Brendan Little.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. Shohei Ohtani steps to the plate for the Dodgers. He's already homered here in this one. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. At the wall, and it's out of play. Swings and chases a low one there.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
The 0-2. And that's in the dirt.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a curve is down and in.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That one misses. 3 balls, 2 strikes. In the air, right field, pretty well struck. That one back. And that is gone. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game, and they add on. It's 6-0. He kept swinging, and it paid off.
Well, that was a battle, Boog, and he just kept taking his cuts. Finally squared one up. so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrists to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
Here's Freddie Freeman now.
Nope.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
You know, these Dodgers, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. It's been a real team effort. Already 7 extra base hits, so that goes to show they're getting contributions from top to bottom. Nobody's doing that by themselves.
And it's fouled away. Freeman checks his swing. Appeal down to third. And Kenny Jansen punches him out. That's a strikeout.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Hernandez, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. And a foul ball. 1 out, base is empty, and a run in here the bottom half of the 8th inning. That one
ball,
misses in the
2
dirt.
strikes.
Just off the inside edge. Swings and misses. Back-to-back strikeouts.
Now batting.
And up to the plate is Will Smith.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
In for a strike. 0-1. Ground ball up the middle. Edwards. Now the throw to first on the run. And very nicely done for the out. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. Last chance coming up here for the Marlins. We're back. It's the top of the 9th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound. Evan Phillips.
Now pitching
He last
for the
pitched 2 days
Dodgers.
ago. Griffin
Number 59.
Conine now at the plate.
Evan
Everyone's
Phillips.
attention on the no-hit bid now. 3 tough outs to get. That one misses.
Ball 1.
And that's ball 1. Action in the pen down there. Roki Sasaki up and loosening in the pen. Gonsolin getting cranked up as well. 3 outs from a no-hitter. And that's
Ball
off
inside.
the inside edge. And that's ball 2. That one pushed to the left and foul.
You can only imagine the nerves that some of the defensive players have right now. You've got to have the mindset, I want the ball hit to me, but in front of that, you hope that he strikes the hitter out.
And there's the strike. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you...
Towards first. And he handles it himself for the out. Just 2 more outs to go in this bid for a no-hitter.
And physically, there's probably some fatigue, but mentally, which might be what's most important, he seems as strong now as he's been all game.
I'm sure the adrenaline is fully ramped up at this point as well. One of their last chances to break up the no-no. And first offering is fouled off. There's a strike. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's back there. it hits the fence. Not stopping. He's going for 3. The relay throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe. So they finally get their first hit in this one, and that puts an end to the combined no-hitter bid.
Yeah, and that combined no-no doesn't have the same prestige as a solo one, but you have to give credit to these pitchers for coming in, putting on a great performance so far, but now all attention goes towards getting a W in this ball game.
Stepping in, Otto Lopez. It on the ground to short. Betts gets it to first. Now 2 away as they get a run across.
Well, it's a way to get the run across right there. You chip away at this lead. You try to get more runs without giving up outs. We'll see what they're able to do.
So it's their last chance in this one. And up next for Miami, Dane Myers. 0 for 3 in this one. And that's down and away. And that is downstairs. And it's 2-0. Knee high, that's in for a strike. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across here at the top of the 9th. Sends it to center, and that's going to do it. He'll squeeze it for the final out, and the Dodgers take the series opener here at home.
Well, they win the opener at home. First game of the 3-game series, and there's just such a good feeling when you're in your own ballpark. You're sleeping in your own bed. You're eating your clubhouse manager's food. Everything's right in your world, and they played like it today.
6-1 is your final here today. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.